Today I fucked up by reviewing my butt. Happened last night. My 37F stomach had been feeling bloated and off all day. Around 9 last night, the stomach cramps began, causing me to sprint to the bathroom. I knew I'd likely be in there for a bit, so I grabbed my phone on the way and farted around. Get it? Through a few waves of liquid madness. After a half hour and finally feeling better, I grabbed some water and a blanket and went to sit on the couch to tell my husband how I was feeling. I rambled along with "don't go in the bathroom for a bit, my insides smell like death and dumpsters and my asshole is on fire and I'm glad we bought that bidet attachment, my butthole would wipe out our toilet paper supply and I wonder if it was the new iron supplement or maybe the pho was too spicy but my guts are fucking wrecked." For about 3 minutes when I hear a faint beep 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 from under the blanket. I peek under the blanket and see my phone, lit up, 3:12 into a phone call with a colleague/superior at my place of work. He was the last person that called to give me directions earlier that day and with the things I was juggling on my hands, somehow called the last number back. I returned that call and favor by leaving him a 3-minute long voicemail detailing the smell, consistency, frequency, and possible causes of my raging butt eruptions. Too long didn't read, but dialed a work superior and left a long voicemail with all the dirty deets on my no good very bad tummy troubles. Update: looking back, I know I could have tried to unsend the VM but my brain panicked and could only relay press the bye bye button. Now you fool. And then we hid under the blanket for good measure. Update number 2, ha ha ha, another poo reference. I'm off work this week. Pre-planned and unrelated to my butt, but the night of the incident I sent a "sorry I just butt dialed you" text so he wouldn't worry why I called so late, or think the voicemail was important. I got a text back this morning that said, "Good job." Should I listen to the message to hear if you were talking shit about me? Lol, nervous laughter. I still feel like a fool but the situation is ridiculous enough that I might share this post with him when I go back. Thank y'all for sharing in my butt dial of shame. I would simply pass away, like a fart in the wind. If it was currently in the voice message, you can cancel it and not send that. How? Can unsend voice messages on some chat platforms, but I've never heard of that for voicemails. We need an update on this one once you make contact again. I'm sorry, but in my culture, it is expected to keep one's work supervisor updated on such things. Should I not do that with you? It's the new diversity and inclusion program. Did you feel included? Tell your boss that you accidentally dialed him while you were rehearsing for an avant-garde play written by a neighborhood teen in a theatrical program for at-risk youth. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Today I fucked up by buying my coworker coffee. So I work in an office with Betty. Betty is an older woman, probably mid to late 60s. She doesn't have a car and is all around struggling with finances right now, so I usually give her rides to and from work. We both enjoy coffee. She refills her 12 ounces travel mug at least twice a day during work with just a little bit of cream and sugar. I'm pretty much the same, except I only refill my mug once. Anyway, I pick her up this morning and I had a strong craving for a coffee from my favorite coffee place, Dutch Brothers. For those of you who don't know, it's like Starbucks but slightly different. My roommate calls it crack Starbucks because the drinks tend to be stronger. I order myself a frozen 911, which is basically chocolate and caramel with 6 shots of espresso. I told Betty to order whatever she wanted, on me. Apparently Betty had never been here before and panicked when asked what she wanted, so just ordered the same thing I got. I didn't think anything of it. So we drive the 10 minutes to work, listen to music and chit chat. I pull into the parking lot and look over and Betty's 911 is gone. She chugged it. Me: "Betty, what did you do?" Exclamation mark. Betty: "What? It was so good and I had such a sweet tooth, I didn't realize I had drank the whole thing." Me: "That was 6 shots of espresso that you just chugged." Betty: "What? Didn't even taste like coffee. Why would you order that? Exclamation mark. I get 911s every time I go to Dutch Brothers, which is about twice a month. Me, I drink it all the time. Why did you order it? Betty, cause that's what you got. She calmed down, we go to work. 30 minutes later she starts complaining of chest pains and is sent home. Y'all, I thought I killed that woman. Called her on lunch and she assured me that she was feeling better. Spoke to her after work and she told me she thought it was mostly due to how stressed out she already was and that the espresso just made it worse. She doesn't blame me and said she is fine. I'm never buying anyone a 911 again. You want the much espresso? Buy it yourself. I don't need that responsibility. Too long didn't read. Today I fucked up by buying a coffee with 6 shots of espresso for an older woman who was already stressed out and causing her chest pains. Edit, formatting. Well, thank you for this public service announcement. You probably saved some old ladies here. We were traveling once and I usually get a huge iced decaf after breakfast as a dessert. The DD lady made it regular and I thought I was going to die. Stopped doing that. Wait, what would happen if I were to order a coffee with 12 shots of espresso? Would I meet Jesus? Would my wife be able to collect my life insurance? Win-win? Exclamation mark. You're a great guy for taking this lady to and from work. My only takeaway from this story. I'm a girl but thank you lol. My daughter works at Dutch Brothers. I love coffee and I don't go anywhere near that place. That shit'll kill you. Haha, as a Dutchie, when I was in the USA a few years ago I was bummed out that I couldn't find a decent cup of coffee anywhere. All coffee I could find was so very watery/weak. Yuck. Wish I'd known about Dutch Brothers. Smile. Tea drinkers, have a single bag. Pour boiling water on it, add milk and sugar for taste. Coffee drinkers, #fill mine up with enough sugar and caffeine to wake the dead. Today I fucked up by washing my butt. So earlier today, I decided to clean up a little around the house. I was bored and I had some time before my fiance got home from work. In the process I got a bit sweaty, so I hopped in the shower. It was a fantastic shower, up until a point. I had washed my hair, face, and most of my body. Maintaining proper shower etiquette, I washed my butt last. The water was hot and steamy and, well, I decided to turn the jet on. Anyway, I'm there sort of giving myself a bidet, seriously nothing 30, just getting clean, and about to finish up when things got ungood. Next thing I knew, my fiancée poked her head through the shower curtain to surprise me. Yup. And she got a face full of me, bent over, hands on my butt, letting the water jet spray right on my butthole. Needless to say, she was shocked. She said sorry and backed away quickly. As she did, she backed into the toilet and fell over. Alarmed by the commotion, I grabbed open the shower curtain to see what happened. But I moved too fast and I too slipped in the tub and brought half the curtain down with me. TL, doctor washing my butt caused my fiancé and I to end up on the floor bruised and in pain. But laughter followed. Edit, we are both okay, and after some desperate explaining on my part we can laugh about it. Also, we don't have a handheld shower head. Gonna have to change that. Thanks for the awards everyone. Geez. Can I recommend a handheld shower head for next time? Also, an actual bidet for your toilet seat. Should have asked her to give you a hand, lol. Or two. Wouldn't it be easier to open his cheeks with 2 hands, lol. 3. I mean, would your fiancé rather you had an unclean butthole? I don't think the seeing him wash is the fuck up here. I hope your fall did not bring injury. Fell out of my shower and caught the toilet in the middle of my spine, took the curtain down with me, and then as I lay there with water spraying everywhere, the other curtain rod came down and hit me in the face. I was already injured. That was just mockery. That cracked me up.